Hello boys and girls, this is Nona the Naturalist with Dana Wharf Whale Watching. When we left off on our bar graph lesson, I want to give you one more math problem to ponder. If a blue whale can eat 4 tons of krill in a day and 1 ton equals 2,000 pounds, how many pounds are in 4 tons? Figure that math problem out. But today we're going to talk about math related to the migration of the gray whale. Now the gray whale spends its summer months feeding up here in these cold Arctic waters above Alaska. Then as the angle of the sunlight changes and the days get shorter, it kicks in their biological clock to get out of there before those waters freeze over. And they make the longest migration of any mammal on Earth, going 6,000 miles at least, down to these warm, shallow lagoons off of Baja and even up into the Sea of Cortez. And then after about 5 to 7 weeks, they turn around and make that long migration all the way back up to those Arctic waters, taking about 7 months to do that migration. So if they go 6,000 down and 6,000 back, that's going to be approximately 12,000 miles that a whale swims each year of its life. But how long does a gray whale live? It's very hard for scientists to measure the age of gray whales. It would have been easier if they had teeth, but these guys have baleen. One of the ways scientists are looking at now is measuring the earwax that builds up in the whales. But on average, we think that a gray whale lives anywhere from 50 to 70 years, or maybe even older than that. But we're going to use the number 70 as the average age of the gray whale. So if a gray whale lives 70 years and it travels 12,000 miles a year, how many miles does it swim in a lifetime? What mathematical operation are we going to use to solve that? It's going to be multiplication. So if I were to multiply 70 times 12,000, I'm going to end up with 840,000 miles that a gray whale could swim in its lifetime. And again, this is an estimate. But let's see if we can put that into another perspective. And I learned this from Captain Tommy down at our Dana Wharf Whale Watching. He says, let's figure out how many times a whale could swim from the Earth to the moon and back to the Earth again. Now the distance between the Earth and the moon is about 238,900 miles. Now, what mathematical problem am I going to use to solve this problem? You're right, it's going to be division. I need to take 840,000 miles in a lifetime of a whale and divide it by 238,900 miles. Now, if I do that on my computer, it's going to give me a real long answer, but I'm going to look at the first 3 digits. It's going to come out to be 3 and 51/100ths. And I'm going to simplify that to 3 and 5/10. Boys and girls, 5/10 equals 1/2. So I could say in the lifetime of a gray whale, they travel 3.5 times. That would be like going from the Earth to the moon once, back to the Earth twice, back to the moon a 3rd time, and about halfway back again in their lifetime. Now remember, this is just an estimate because some gray whales might live less than 70 years and some might live more. Some might travel less than 12,000 and some might travel more. But on an average, gray whales are going to probably swim around 840,000 miles in their lifetime. And that's like going from the Earth to the moon, back to Earth, up to the moon 3.5 times. Wow, ponder that one today. See you later.